Oh, dude, we're back. And on today's episode, Pat is dressed up like Kyle Manzardo. He's
Yeah.
got the Jameson camo jacket. He's got the mustache and the flow coming out. Brother, your boy is in the middle of a breakout stretch, I'll call it. Not
Oh,
quite a breakout campaign because the batting average is still pretty low. But
yeah.
your boy, Mr. Manzardo himself, live in the flesh this last weekend. You guys, how many did you take over Pittsburgh? 2 out of the
No,
3?
no, we swept them.
Oh, sweep.
Big sweep, baby.
Oh, did
And
your
this was
mic
a
cut?
series that I was not feeling super confident in after we dropped 2 out of 3 against Baltimore, and really the bats kind of were non-existent the last 2 games of that series. Could not buy a hit with runners in scoring position. So knowing that we had Skeens coming on Saturday and Mitch Keller, who's a solid starter, going for Pittsburgh Sunday, I was definitely a little worrisome. But no, bats came in clutch, and yeah, we got a nice sweep.
Yeah, no, honestly, like I'm think I'm skewed personally about who the Pirates are. So I was like really impressed by it. 2 of the 3. I didn't realize you guys took all 3 because
Yeah.
we lost the series to the Pirates. We couldn't do anything with their pitching.
Dude, their pitching's legit. I mean, and they still don't have Jared Jones, which once they get him back, like that rotation has a chance to actually be really filthy.
But he's going to be out for the year, right?
I think so. Is it? They actually
Well,
might have been out.
it was like that thing before the Tommy John, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm always of the belief that you just got to bite the bullet on that stuff rather than,
Mhm.
or otherwise you get into issues like we saw. R.I.P. Tristan McKenzie in the chat.
Yeah, no, big time in the chat. Here we go, real quick for Jared Jones. Jared Jones, he has no ligament damage.
Okay.
It sounds like he just has an inflamed nerve in that elbow. We don't know, but he could resume throwing in 6 weeks. This is the Tommy John, all those talking points.
Yeah.
That's what that is. I mean, he's a little guy that throws 100.
I know. And it's like how often, I mean, you had that list earlier, or you sent that list to me like a month or so ago.
Yeah,
All the
I'll
guys with
find
the
it.
top velos.
Top velos. Mm-hmm.
I think everyone except for
Skeens and Scooble.
Skeens and Scooble. Yeah, those are the 2 guys that haven't needed the
Yeah.
Tommy John yet. So yeah, it's I mean, listen, it's gonna come to a point where every pitcher is gonna need it. The way if baseball keeps going this way and starting pitching keeps going this way, where it's just high velo, high spin rates, like these guys, everyone's gonna need it at some point in their career.
I mean, and it's the skinnier guys too.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, we were talking this morning.
Like,
it's those
the
guys,
skinny guys.
those wiry guys too, like Glass now, who's already had it once, but like you're just waiting.
May. I mean, shit. May is like super skinny, super wiry. Like he always needs it. So,
always, dude. And
that's why I'm stressed about Max Fried.
Yeah, and that's where like a guy like McKenzie should have just gotten the surgery, after the 2022 season, because I think it would have helped out in the long term. Instead, he tried to alter his delivery, alter his mechanics in order to keep his elbow from requiring the surgery, or getting to the point where really he had no other option. And now he's just a completely different pitcher than what he was 3 years ago.
Yeah, no, he definitely. I mean, obviously, like as added to it, and like can't throw strikes. I guess we'll talk about him. He got DFA today, Pat.
Yeah,
I'm sure you know. Do you think he's gonna clear waivers?
I honestly don't know. I thought if they had DFA'd him after spring training before the regular season, I thought there was no shot in hell he clears waivers and that a team is going to take a real chance on him. But dude, after what we saw in the first month of the season, I don't know if anyone would.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, as a Yankee fan right now, because I know you guys are dealing with some injuries in your rotation. Obviously, would you take a flyer on him given the history with him and Matt Blake?
I think we're a team that could take a flyer on him. Like we're a team that could do it. For the sole fact is like so much of our bullpen is already already hurt.
Yeah.
And right now there's a lot of guys up with up in the bullpen that are really just there, like as fill-in arms until they shouldn't be playing until those guys get ready. So I think honestly, like we could, because our plan is to honestly DFA those 3 that are in the pen right now anyway.
Okay. And that's what, Ottavino?
Yeah. Ottavino, not Elmer. There's whoever pitched in one of the blowouts. I don't know, just like the scragglers, dude.
Yeah. How was Yarbrough? He pitched against Tampa this past series, right? And he threw pretty well out of the pen.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's funny because I thought he threw well. He did not throw well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, he gave up 6 hits and 3 earned in 3 innings. But
Oh shit!
he kept us afloat enough.
Yeah.
And then like the Yankee offense got going, but like he's a guy that I think might be out whenever, like, I mean,
whenever the
Clayton
big guns
Beater,
come back.
yeah, like Clayton Beater. Like, so first of all, the Yankees bullpen has no power arms. We have no, like, our hardest thrower is Weaver. He does
Yeah.
95. So like we have no power arms. Clayton Beater is our one power arm, and he's supposed to like have a bigger chunk this year.
Yeah.
That's like I call him like baby Garrett Cole because he looks like him.
Yeah.
But he's doing his rehab starts right now, so he'll be back. But like there's just like a lot of spots right now that are gonna flip over.
Mm-hmm. And that's just the nature of early on in the season too. I mean, you see this every year. Guys that aren't ready after spring training. I mean, I'm still waiting for Andrew Walters to make his return to Cleveland. Although I was reading up because today I thought Walters would be the top option to come up from Columbus with McKenzie getting DFA'd, but apparently he hasn't pitched since last Wednesday, and there might be some injury concerns there. Zach Kent got the call up.
So Walters has quote unquote had the stiff shoulder. I suspected at first they were like looking to save options on him because you'll see that sometimes. Like if you could save an option on a guy, if you feel like maybe there's not a place for him. But bro, he's pitched really well when he's been out there.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got 13 strikeouts, 5 walks. He's only allowed 1 run all year.
Mm-hmm.
He's striking out over 45% of the batters he's faced in AAA. Like he's been everything you want. So like I'm surprised
100%.
that they have him, I guess, is hurt, but I don't know. Like,
who knows? And I know he didn't have a full spring like some of the other guys because of that shoulder surgery or the shoulder injury. So I know that they were kind of trying to work up his workload again. So again, hopefully we see him soon. If not, then that means it means it's a good thing because that means everyone else is pitching well in the pen. So
yeah, I guess like staying in your pen. Obviously, Class A went 3 straight days. Did you like that? Here we go. I asked my boy Tyler about this. The Yankees have a rule. This part of the season, we will not pitch a relief pitcher 3 straight days. They are not available, and everybody knows it heading into the game.
So I honestly, and I just got off the phone with my dad actually like a half hour ago talking through it with him. I was of the belief that there was going to be no question we're not going to see Class A on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
He's already dealing with some issues that, again, you have back-to-back saves Friday and Saturday. Like, feel good about where Class A's head is at mentally going into a big series against the Yankees. And it's like, all right, by throwing him Sunday, you've now, first of all, I don't agree with working a reliever 3 days in a row this early in the season. I don't agree with using him in that, again, if you're going to use a guy the 3rd day in a row, make it a meaningful game. I think a game against Pittsburgh in which you're up 4-1, you can hand the ball over to Cade Smith and he'll get the job done. Especially considering I want to see Class A versus the Yankees. I want him to kind of overcome that mental demon that's kind of been the start of this collapse back from the ALCS of last year.
Do you credit the Yankees being the start of his collapse or no?
I mean, it was really Kerry Carpenter that got it going in the Detroit series.
I would love to take credit for it, but I think he was broken before that.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to like, I guess, justify where the
pinpoint where it started, like pinpoint what started it.
Yeah, because he was so dominant. I mean, he allowed 5 earned runs in all of last year combined. So it's like he gave up the 1 to Kerry Carpenter. It's like, oh shit. Well, he was due to give up 1. Right. I think you could say the Yankees broke him because it was that next game against Judge and Stanton in the game 3 of the ALCS when he gave up the back-to-back home runs to tie the game. And then the next game, game 4, blowing the game in the 9th against, what was it, Glaber, right? That had or Volpe?
Well, those 2 games were in 2 completely different fashions. Like the game, what was it, game 3?
Game 3 was the back-to-back home runs.
Was that game 3 or game 4? Yeah, that was game 3. Yeah, so game 3 was interesting because it was 8th inning and it was just 2 bombs and it was like the big hitters. That was the like high leverage situation. The game 4 one was really weird because that one was bottom of the lineup.
Yeah, and it was hit after hit after hit.
It was
kind of just kept the train moving.
It was Volpe ambush. It was Glaber ambush. It was Rizzo. And it was Verdugo.
Yeah. Guys who you want Class A to be able to get out. I mean,
that's the bottom of the lineup. Like that should have been like that's supposed to be the feel good, let's get out of here because Class A's that good. because and those hitters really can't hit. But that I feel like had to be one of the moments where it's like, do I still have it? Because here we go, giving up a home run to Judge on a great pitch. It's like, okay, like whatever, that's a great pitch. Literally everybody else on the entire planet is striking out. But even the one to stand right afterwards, it's like I hung a slider.
Yeah, you got beat by a guy who was red hot that series.
Yeah, so red hot, and I hung a slider first pitch. Like I know that slider's not supposed to be there. It won't be there next time. The next day, I can't get my cutter past any of these dudes.
It's for me, and I know I feel like I've just been talking about it ad nauseum so far early in this year, but like it's all about location. All he was doing during that stretch, the end of last year in the playoffs and early this year, was going down and away to righties, down and into lefties, and that same zone. If a batter knows that 100-mile-an-hour cutter's going there, they're going to be able to hit it. He's not going to be able to blow it by him. It's when he elevates that pitch, especially up and in to right-handed hitters, where that's where you generate the swing and miss. And if not swing and miss, really weak contact. Yeah. And it's so hard to bring your hands in on a pitch that's starting at you and coming literally right at your hands at the top of the zone. That is where I thought, I mean, his last two, the first two games of the Pittsburgh series, I'm like, all right, he's elevating the fastball. It wasn't as sharp as I've seen him, but he was elevating the fastball. So it's like, all right, I can live with that. Yesterday, it's back to the same old leaving pitches out low in the zone and over the plate. And that's where he's continuously getting beat.
Yeah. And that's a little brutal for him.
Yeah.
A little brutal for him. And
but
it's like,
I will blame Vogt. I don't think he should have been in there. I think part of that is 100% on Vogt.
Yeah, and I think every hit that he gave up, like the two doubles. So first of all, the one double, the expected batting average, Pat, was 160.
Yeah. And again, you live with that. And that's something that Clase has been a victim of the last few years, is that he generates weak contact that in times the BABIP gods will favor the other team.
Well, the shift being so far over is why that ended up being like a 160 batting average. It was a slow roller to third that ended up being a double. So that adds to your slugging percentage. But all of his hits were on fastballs that were under 99 miles per hour. And like, okay, like Clase usually is going to touch 100 on the payoff pitches.
Yeah. And again, it's one of those things where, was the velocity not there because it was his third day in a row? Is it just because it's early in the season? Those are some things that, we're going to monitor as the season goes on. But to me, the difference between 98 and 100 is minimal. Like you got to be able to locate well enough to generate outs.
Yep, and that's kind of I guess where he struggled a little bit. Do you think it's like him blowing saves kind of takes away part of the magic that we saw from the Guardians in previous years? Because like last year in particular, dude, like as soon as it got to like 7, it's like you're like, here we go. As a Yankee fan, when I watch games, I love when my Yankee hitters have good at bats and take things long, and like it's okay. Like this starter's starting to let up a little bit. I can't wait to get him out of the game. I can't wait to get to this team's bullpen. With the Guardians, I was always like, like it's the 4th inning. We better start scoring some runs, because when that bullpen gets in there, the game's over. Like they're gonna slam the door. And so I think like part of the magic, at least for Guardians fans, was like, okay, like the clock's ticking. Let's just get this pitcher to the 5th inning, because boom, the 4 horsemen will slam the door.
Which is funny because and I think you brought it up today too. We were talking about it. The Indians still haven't lost a game that Clase has
pitching, that
he's pitched in. So
they said that he's second in the league in wins.
Yeah, 3 wins on the year, second in the league. So it's
no, he's got to be lower than second in the league with 3 wins. It might have changed yesterday at some point.
Maybe this way. When I read it yesterday, he was tied for second with 3 wins. I think only one pitcher is 4.
Yeah, you know who that one pitcher is.
Is it Max Fried?
Yeah, bad Max.
Yeah, if you go to
Max Fried has 4, and he's tied for second with 3 wins.
Yeah, with again, actually no, one other reliever, Anthony Bonda on the Dodgers. Yeah, but yeah, I mean that 7.84 ERA is not something you want to see.
Literally insane.
Yeah, but again, it's early, and I'm not panicking 100%. And I said this last week, if this is continuing to be a theme in 2-3 weeks, then I think you got to make the call. Cade Smith, you're the 9th inning guy. It's that simple.
Yeah, but he's slowed down too. It hasn't really been talked about. Hasn't been as good, but also he faces the best hitters on everyone's team.
Yeah.
Every game.
100%. And again, he's also a young pitcher. So I
Mhm.
think a lot of it, I mean, you got to remember him, Tim Herron, and Hunter Gaddis were all rookies last year, like out of the pen. Like
I didn't realize. Wait, Hunter Gaddis was a rookie or a rookie out of the pen?
rookie out of the pen, but he might have still had his
Rookie designation?
rookie designation.
I guess for me, I just remember him being around longer.
Actually, no, he exceeded his the year prior in 2023. So you're right. So it was just Herron and Smith were rookies last year. But so it's like you expect a drop off from both of them, considering, all right, the league's going to adjust. These guys are two young pitchers that had sub 2 ERAs last year out of the pen. Like that doesn't happen very often. So
No, it doesn't, and people are going to catch up. And like obviously, like with all the data being out there, it's like that kind of thing will tend to happen. Guys regress, and like obviously, like relievers are real volatile. But no, I just disagree entirely with having a guy play 3 straight days at this point of the year.
Oh, 100%, dude. I thought there was no shot we're going to see him. And I'm sitting there talking with my grandpa yesterday, watching the game with him, my aunt and uncle. And I'm like, all right, we're not going to see Class A. Like, I wonder who's going to be the guy. Like, I feel like it's going to be Cade, but.
Yeah, I guess that's the quote unquote maybe bad from that series or like the bad moment. But the good is Cantillo, man. I like him. He's regular, but he gets guys out.
Yeah. Honestly, his changeup and off speed were looking really good yesterday in the 10th inning. Got O'Neill Cruz to roll over on a double play ball, which was a big first 2 outs in that bottom of the 10th. So I was really happy with what he did. And what he did was he didn't give in to Pittsburgh because he pitched around Joey Hart, the cleanup guy, to set up that left versus left matchup with O'Neill Cruz and got him to roll over on a changeup. I'm like, all right, that's how you know he's in there mentally. He knows that, all right, I don't have to give in to this guy. I've got the left on left with the force and the double play in order on deck. Like, let me get to my spot.
He's finally starting to pitch like a pitcher's pitcher rather than just like a thrower. And like across the MLB, it's like you see so many bullpen guys that are just throwers. I kind of honestly, like I hate to tie everything back to the Yankees, but it reminds me like Luke Weaver is like not a flamethrower, but he's like your pitcher's pitcher. And like because he was a starter, I think he has that mentality. And so like that's, I mean, you guys have the tall version of, because Cantillo throws like what, 95?
Yeah, he could touch 95. I think he did yesterday.
But he's got he sits at like what, 93, but he's got the extension that makes it feel like 96. So it's okay, like there's, not super overpowering stuff, but like feels overpowering at moments. So that's part of the good. Leaving the Pirates series, give me 2 good things, 2 bad things.
2 good things. Kyle Manzardo's heating up, I think, at a perfect time, just because, and we'll get to our series in a second here, but because you guys, with you guys coming into town, like it's a big series for us, being at home, and Manzardo was in a bit of a slump there for a little bit. His average was different,
but he was in a young player slump. It's like not like I'm lost as fuck and I've been a good hitter for a long time. It's like I'm a young player and people are figuring me out, so I got to also adjust.
Yeah, and so he's done it. I mean, he's got a 4-game hit streak all of a sudden, homers in back-to-back games, including a nuke off of Paul Skeens. Like that, seeing that was like, all right, like we're good. Where he's locked back in.
That's the first time Skeens had been taken to the river.
No way. Okay.
Yeah.
That thing was tanked. But yeah, so I'm thrilled about Manzardo. I guess another positive is I'm excited to see Luis Ortiz against you guys this week, because he pitched Friday against Pittsburgh, so he'll face you guys Wednesday in the series finale. But back-to-back starts for him where he's put up really good numbers, 8 strikeouts this past Friday against Pittsburgh. If he can stay hot the way he's looked in his last 2 starts, coming off a 10 strikeout performance against Kansas City and then 8 on Friday, like this is a big start for him, and I'm looking forward to it on Wednesday. And I guess the 2 things not so thrilled about, one being the current state of the bullpen, but in general, Class A. And then number 2, it's like, shit, I'm nervous about Gavin and Bibee these first 2 starts. They've been getting touched up their last couple outings, and against you guys, like you can't. The problem that I've had with Guardians starting pitching in recent years versus the Yankees is that they just want to nibble the corners rather than attack you guys. And I get that you can't leave stuff over the plate or it's going to leave the yard, but especially beginning of innings, leadoff hitters, get ahead in the count. Don't fall behind, because that's when you guys do your damage. And so with guys like Bibee and Williams that so far early in this year have fallen victim to the big innings in which they get behind hitters, walk a couple guys on, and then get hit with the long ball, it's like that's not going to bode well against your lineup.
It is fascinating because like the top of our lineup is like so disciplined at the plate. Like a lot of like pro hitters like Ben Rice is like up in the 90th percentile, like taking walks. Obviously we know Aaron Judge takes a lot of walks. Cody Bellinger doesn't swing at a lot of non-strikes. No, Cody Bellinger does swing at non-strikes. My bad. Paul Goldschmidt doesn't swing at a lot of non-strikes. So I'm curious to see kind of how they manage the top of the lineup. I talked to my boy Tyler today, and he said this series, honestly, they just wouldn't pitch to Aaron, like not right now the way he's seeing the ball.
Absolutely not. Let anyone else beat you, and that again is why I'll just say attack the hitters. I mean, attack the hitter because Judge is going to hit second. Like, make sure you get that leadoff guy out to start the game. That for me is such a big thing mentally.
Well, this is where it's fascinating, Pat. I want to see. Okay, never mind. So he's still hurt, I guess.
No Ben Rice
not in the lineup today.
Okay.
And that is big for you guys because remember we did the breakdown on like Ben Rice. It's like +9 run value against the fastball. And if Gavin Williams gets in there and wants to pump fastballs to him, one is going to leave the yard. But it's Austin Wells.
Yeah.
Wells is going to lead off for the Yankees today.
That's the first time. Is that the first time since opening day?
First time since the opener when he went yard, pitch one.
No way. That's crazy.
Sneak attack. And I think what's the home run count between the two of them?
So Wells is at 4 and Manzardo's at 6. So I got the two
edge up to
home run cushion right now.
Okay, that's smooth.
Wow. So we shuffled our lineup. Nolan Jones hitting second, Josie in the 3-hole, which he's been hitting second for most of the season. And honestly, he's another guy that has kind of had a quiet start to the year. He does have 4 home runs, but just isn't driving in runs at the same clip that we normally see from him. I don't know if that's because he's in that 2-hole and he's not getting as many opportunities, but I feel like he's had plenty early on in the season. He just hasn't had those clutch Josie hits that we're used to so far.
Yeah, and he'll find it. Like I never worry about like a player of that caliber. So some of the early season stuff, but it's like funny because like also like what's Manzo hitting?
On the year?
No, like in today's lineup. My bad.
Oh, he's hitting 4th.
Okay, so like maybe that's the form of protection. Maybe you feel comfortable moving him back one if you give him some protection, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like 2 outs if Manzo's really hot, like you it feels weird, but attack the hitter that's like not caught his form yet in Ozzy.
Yeah. And it looks like Vogt is finally learning his lesson a bit. Angel Martinez is getting a start in center. I don't think we're going to see Lane Thomas first right-handed pitching for the foreseeable future because
platoon baby.
It's going to be a duel. It's going to be a center field and right field platoon for the Guardians moving forward.
That's so weird. How many teams have that at both spots?
Know. Not ideal, but here we are.
Oh, kid. So I am interested to see how Gavin Williams looks today because he hasn't been a big swing and miss guy. Here we go. Here's a fun little thing for you. Anthony Volpe cannot hit a fastball anymore.
Yeah, his OPS. I mean, obviously got off to the crazy hot start with the torpedo bat, but yeah, he's
literally the best thing for bat companies was the Brewers to play the Yankees opening.
Yeah, no, literally that was
because
that made the torpedo bats a lot of money,
a ton of money because hell, like Jazz and Volpe have not been good. Mm-hmm. And wait, is Jazz out today?
No, Jazz is hitting 5th today. He's hitting in front of Volpe.
Because he got a 1-game suspension.
Yeah, but he's appealing it, right?
Yeah, I just don't know when the appeal hearing is.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might be after it might be after Wednesday when they have time for a hearing.
Okay, yeah.
Right now.
But yeah, I mean, look at the two of them. I mean, Jazz 157 average, Volpe 213. Obviously,
Belly's probably under 200 too.
Yeah, Belly's hitting. Where is it? Belly's at 179. Dude, and Wells' averages dip below 202.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, and you got Pablo Reyes in the lineup today. This is an interesting lineup for you guys.
This is a punt lineup because guys need a day off their feet, man.
Yeah, I mean, you guys came off the 4-game set in Tampa. Pablo Reyes playing right is interesting.
Yeah, bizarre is what it is.
I didn't know. I thought he was just like a utility infielder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he's in right field today. That's kind of confusing.
Yeah,
because they want Judge off his feet.
Yeah,
to make it left, Belly in center. Oh, I know why. Grisham's on paternity leave.
Oh, that's right. I was wondering. I was like, something's not adding up here. I forgot you said that.
Yeah, they wanted to give Judge a day off his feet, and Grisham's on paternity leave, and they don't want to play the young kid.
That makes
So
sense.
this should be fun, and obviously, like if you're gonna have this kind of lineup, I think they want kind of the fastball hitters. But no, Anthony Volpe, dude, I watched him strike out back-to-back times, both pitchers. I mean, same pitcher. All he did was pump 95. He can't catch up 95 anymore.
That's a problem, especially for a young hitter too. It's like,
and it's middle, man. It's just it's just the pure like challenge you fastballs. But he's been so good defensively that it's been hard to complain. I was telling you, I feel like you guys, the way that we're posting so many web gems is kind of fried, man.
Yeah. And Volpe has turned into, shit. This is what Rocchio was last year, like fine defensively, and wasn't really giving you the offense. Now this year, he's not giving you either. So he's turned into Gleyber Torres.
Honestly, I think he's the best defensive shortstop in the sport right now.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me last week. I think in terms of defensive run saved, he is.
Yeah, he was absurd. I just want to look at I want to find it. The leaders right now, 2025. Oh, maybe not.
Who's ahead of him now?
Wait, hold up. This is Harrison Bader, but there's no way.
It might be Harrison Bader. He's always been a good glove.
Yeah. But like Volpe's been absurd the last couple days.
Yeah.
For us, we just wrapped up a series with Tampa Bay. It was one of those weird, little 4-game series.
Took 3 out of 4, right?
Yeah, we should have took all 4, but took 3 out of 4. And our home away from home, it was really cool being down there at Tampa Bay and hearing the "Let's Go Yanks."
Dude, that was crazy. I was telling you earlier, I was watching some of the game. I forget if it was Thursday or Friday, but Ben Rice had a 2-run single. I think off the bat was like 110 or whatever.
Yeah,
but
he's hitting the ball so hard.
Yeah, but not only that, the crowd pop. It felt like it's just like this is unserious. The fact that the Yankees are the away team playing in their home spring training ballpark, like it just seems like if you're Tampa Bay, you got to be miserable against the Yankees in that series.
You got to. Sold out crowd. It's so funny though. I guess some of the Tampa Bay defenders have had an adjustment, like catching the ball because there's no third deck, so you catch a lot of sun on pop flies.
Oh yeah, and they're used to playing indoors.
Yeah, and the Yankees, on the other hand, like this is like home for them.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that too.
Yeah, because like the ball just hits the sun a lot sooner, hits the sky a lot sooner. So it was really cool to go back home and like be right there by the Yankees facilities, Yankee players walking around like they own the joint. But here we go. Tampa Bay this is so funny. They did bring in all new dirt for the field.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't like the orange dirt. They didn't like the hops it was taking, so they all new dirt. So it looks dark, like it was rained on all the time.
Yeah. Is it like the same dirt that they had like at their spring training facility or whatever?
They took the dirt from their spring training and brought it on over.
That's funny. All right, so it's not full home field advantage for the Yankees.
No, but it is Steinbrenner Field, the retired jerseys, like all that stuff. But yeah, we took 3 out of 4. Honestly, our bad has been our closer.
Yeah, we're both in the same boat here. Devin Williams did not look good. What was that, Saturday? He gave a 4.
He blew a 4-run. It wasn't even a save opportunity and blew it.
Yeah.
And we ended up losing in extras. That game was crazy too because like Ben Rice hit a home run that got robbed, and I was like sick to my stomach. It was like 110 off the bat, and Buddy reached up and snagged it. But yeah, he blew a save. He's in a bad spot. He's not going to go today. Luke Weaver's available today, not Devin Williams.
Okay,
which is nice. It feels like they're kind of do the alternating closer thing. In case Luke Weaver wants to take over, at least until they want to make it Luke Weaver's. They did the same thing with Clay Holmes last year when Clay Holmes started blowing saves.
Yeah,
Clay Holmes led the majors in blown saves last year.
But it's funny because last night doesn't even count as a Saturday night doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count as a blown save.
And he also had the game. I remember watching the Detroit game when you guys were up 4-0. And you brought him in a non-save situation, and that's where he couldn't find the zone and gave up, I think, 3 runs before yanking him, and I think Tim Hill got the 1-out save. So it's like those – I don't know where you stand on this. I hated giving relievers or closers work in non-save situations. There's something mentally that's just not there. They're not as sharp. It's not the same kind of adrenaline that I feel like is there when they are closing.
That's probably definitely a part of it. But shoot, like opening day, dude, he almost blew the save then too. Like allowed 2 base runners in a 2-run game.
Yeah,
things got really tight. Like couldn't really find the zone at first. I'm not super worried with the long run just because I know Luke Weaver can close games.
Yeah.
But honestly, like we had to give him work in a non-safe situation because we don't throw bullpen guys on. Like we just don't do it on 3 straight days. So it's like, oh, it's just your turn naturally. Like you're gonna get work today.
Yeah.
Is what
I
it
guess
is.
that's where I like to find a happy medium. I don't mind throwing a guy 3 days in a row if the situation like is needed.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like, I don't know.
Well, they just felt like, okay, we could just throw him and get out of here.
Yeah, and then
I
you're
mean,
like, all right, he's then he's not available tomorrow and whatnot.
right.
So yeah, it's again, hey, I'll say this: managing the bullpen is probably, at least to me, one of the biggest things that can make or break a manager, especially early on in the season when these guys are still kind of getting their workload kind of ramped up to where they were at the end of the season prior. So.
Oh, no, that's real. Real quick, just like around baseball. I guess what are you hoping to see tonight? Are you worried about Clark Schmidt at all? Clark Schmidt making his second start back. And honestly, it's kind of the pitcher that you guys would feast on. Not really a power thrower. He's kind of trying to be just a strike thrower.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on which lineup we see. If it's the lineup we saw versus Michael King a couple weeks ago in San Diego, then we're going to be toast.
Yeah,
because I think the two of them, kind of profile the same way, very, very similar styles of pitching. But
not
no,
as
I think
electric though from Schmidt though, like a step down electricity wise.
yeah, for sure. But I think if we keep the same approach that we had in this last series against Pittsburgh, I like our chances a lot. I think the what is it, Schmidt, Warren, and then Rodon for you guys this series?
Yeah. Wait, is it?
I think so, right?
I thought Rodon was next. Maybe I'm bugging, but he shouldn't be next.
No, because he pitched. That was Friday pitch, so he would go Wednesday. I think that was
Yeah.
Ortiz too. I think it's Rodon Ortiz on Wednesday.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'll be a fun matchup. But yeah, no, I think all 3 pitchers obviously good.
Yeah, it's Warren, Bibee, and then Rodon Ortiz.
Warren, Bibee. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I mean the Tribe's gonna have to hit. I mean, we're gonna have to score against you guys because it's not gonna be a pitcher's duel. So
Do you guys have the pitching advantage? You think in all these games?
I mean,
honestly, that's pretty even, isn't it?
I was gonna say at this point, I would like to say that we definitely have an advantage today and tomorrow, but so far in the season, I can't say that.
Yeah, well, like Schmidt only has 1 start.
Yeah.
So and he'll only go 5, and his ERA is like 4.7.
Yeah. So I mean, sure, maybe you want to give the advantage tonight to Gavin, but it's hard to say that convincingly considering Gavin's had 1 blow up inning in each of his last 2 starts against the White Sox and then the Orioles.
Do you see the score of the Orioles-Reds game?
Oh my God. Yeah, hold on. We got to unpack this. I thought there was a glitch or something in the score.
Dude, I thought somebody typed in the wrong score when I
I'm thinking like, 4-2. They accidentally, fucked something up. No, 24 runs, dude.
Dude, it was 22, and I turned on and I was like, Mom, look at this. And before she walked over there, they hit another bomb.
What are the Reds offensively? Are they the team that got shut out 3 straight games, or are they what we saw yesterday?
I don't know. If there was ever like such thing as like a bipolar offense, they would be that.
I think obviously those are 2 extremes, but you got to feel like with their young talent, and I get that Tito's teams have kind of gotten off to slow starts historically, at least with Cleveland. In that ballpark with those guys, like they weren't that team that got shut out 3 straight games.
Can't be.
I feel like they're more so of the we're gonna pop off and outmash you guys. But
them in Baltimore, like lots of young talent.
Yes, very similar.
And then like Baltimore also goes to the thing too, where they just like look out of their league sometimes.
Yeah, it was funny. I mean, we beat them pretty badly the first game of the series, and I'm looking like, oh damn, we're gonna be set. And then sure enough, the next game, Gunnar home run, O'Hearn home run. It's like those guys, Jackson Holiday home run.
You're gonna say my guy's name.
Yeah. No,
it's
exactly.
Jackson Holiday.
Yeah, no, they can turn it on like that in a switch, but it's so bipolar, like you said.
Yeah, well, just like then you'll see that with young teams. No, I am hopeful for the Reds. I want them to be a little bit more consistent. Elliot La Cruz though needs to have a better year than he's had. Like he was supposed to be like on that Fernando Tatis pathway of like the bat growing, and it kind of hasn't.
No, it hasn't so far. And I mean, you love him because of his speed that he brings, and and defensively he's got a strong arm. You love all that he brings to the table, but he's going to get it going. I mean, the OPS is a little concerning right now. And like part of it is like, all right, you look at his advanced metrics, like he's gonna get it going.
Yeah, he's hitting the ball hard. His barrel percentage is, I believe, up near 20%. Fun fact for you, Manzardo's is higher. Little note for you, but like 761 is like a good OPS to start with, as long as he keeps getting better. He's already at 30 strikeouts though for the year.
Yeah, that's concerning. But again, that's something I feel like
Live
that was
with?
always part of his profile. Just such a big, lanky guy with kind of a long swing. It's like that.
It's just weird because like usually he chases a lot of pitches.
Yeah, and he's not this year, right?
No, he's not chasing pitches, but the K rate is still 31%, which to me has my eyebrows raised a little bit, because like when you think about these, you're thinking about like guys like Giancarlo Stanton, guys like, you know, the big guys with the long swings, but because they're so big, they have like they think they can hit everything, so they've got like a bad understanding of the strike zone. So a lot of their swings and misses, you'll justify that, oh, like it was outside the zone swing and miss.
Yeah,
the end zone swings and misses to me, like like
that's the red flag for sure.
That is the red flag. But
again, he is. I keep forgetting how young he is. He's still only 23 years old.
I always say I feel like he's been around a lot longer.
It does, but this is only his third year, right? He came up in 23.
Year 3. I mean, I think like him. What is it? Him, O'Neal Cruz, and not Abrams. Woods are all like the same year, right?
Yeah, O'Neal. Is O'Neal the same?
O'Neal
might be a year older. No, he's 26 actually.
Well, I meant like debut year 2021. So
no, Ellie. Oh yeah, well Ellie debuted 23.
23, yeah. So Ellie's still 23. Yeah, O'Neal Cruz is 21. So he's like what? James Woods.
I mean, James Woods is what, 23 also, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was part of that Juan Soto deal.
22 is James Woods.
So yeah, right. I mean, the reason I lumped that group together because those are like the really tall, wiry.
Exactly. Same profile for all three of those guys.
Yeah, like super athletic, like all played shortstop at some point. A lot of people think they'll all move to the outfield at some point. I like Ellie at shortstop.
I think he's fine right now. What is it? Wood and O'Neal Cruz are already in the outfield.
Yeah. So. Well, and like the Nationals could afford to do that because like Abrams was always going to be the shortstop of the future. Like even when they were together in San Diego, it was like, okay, like it's always going to be Abrams. So, but James Wood hit a ball so far, dude.
What was that? 450 the other day. That was against Pittsburgh. Yeah, it was the series for us.
It was against Keller. He hit it.
Yes,
445, dude. Over everything,
dude. In dead center, it's like literally out into the distance, into the with the bridges out there over the river. Just an absolute tank job.
Yeah, dude, just unlimited power, bro. Like, but he has so much power that it's absurd.
All right, I got a question for you. We're gonna build, actually not really a question, more of an activity for us. We're gonna build a parlay for tonight's Yankees-Indians game.
Ooh, okay. Let me get on my phone real quick.
I say we each pick 2 legs. You give me 2 Yankee legs. I'll give you 2 Guardians legs. Parlay.
Oh, okay. This is my first leg. Wait, first, before I start this, I'm going to bet Guardians money line.
No, you're not allowed to do that. You reverse jinx motherfucker. We're not doing this again. You can do that separately for the Paint and Corners parlay. That is not allowed. You cannot bet a Guardians.
Hedge your happiness. Hey, bro, did you see Z say it before? I missed it, Z. I should have talked about it. He said he's the biggest Guardians fan ever this week. He's a Boston fan. That's our resident Boston fan.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, our guy Ben Vargo in here, our resident Rangers fan, who Jock has been so bad. And then
oh my god, we talked about that this morning.
Dude, Jock stinks.
What's funny is that I was on because of the Patriots Day game, 11 o'clock start. I was tweaking my fantasy lineup for the week early on in the day, and I was looking because I'm trying to make a move, and Jock Peterson's available, and it shows like the free agents cumulative score for the year, and Jock's is negative on the year, dude. He's got -4 fantasy points. The only player I think with like more than 10 at bats with a negative like score for the season. Yeah, .055 batting average.
Dude, that's disgusting. I know Ben's going through. Dude, to only score 1 run against the Dodgers, bro. That's brutal, dude. You just needed one big swing.
I know.
All right, bro. Are we building a parlay?
All right, yeah. Give me wait, hold up. I had the I want to look at how we do against Schmidt. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. We're doing Manzo 2 bases.
Manzo 2 bases.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Let me find bases. Total bases. Oh,
Actually, wait, no. There's I like this one better. It's gonna be the odds are a little worse, but the 2+ hit run RBI.
okay. 2+ hit run RBI.
Yeah, we'll do that for Manzardo. That's one, and then
It's at plus 100.
okay.
It's not
All
bad.
right. Yeah, not bad. And then, all right, give me one for the Yankees while I try to find a better one.
Give me. Let me find one actually that I like. Give me Dominguez over 0.5 bases.
Okay. Dominguez, just one base.
Yeah. Wait, what are you on? Are you on?
I'm on FanDuel, but I might not be. I might have to go to DraftKings for this one.
Well, you can't parlay these together on DraftKings.
Oh, all right. You can on FanDuel.
All right, that's why I'm jumping over there right now.
All right. So but you can't do one base. That's the thing. You got to do 2 bases.
You can't. Oh.
So 2 bases is the lowest. You could do like 3, 4, 5, but 2 is the lowest.
2 is the lowest. Boo.
Yeah. You could do see this is where all right, no, wait, you could you could do this. You could do 1+ hit run or RBI.
Okay, that's like the same thing.
Same thing, except I like this one better because I've gotten screwed sometimes on bases props where a guy walks and it like does nothing. So at least if the guy walks in this sense and he comes around to score, you're good.
Oh, okay. No, that's actually a bet. You could do that for Dominguez?
Yep. So 1+ hit run and RBI.
All right. Yeah, I'll absolutely take that. Wait, let me look at it. It's under batter. It's under batter props, right?
Are you on FanDuel?
Yeah.
Just go to same game parlay. Like that tab.
Right.
And then do I want to do a pitcher prop or do another hitter prop? I don't trust Gavin. Yeah, we got to do. We'll do.
Wait, hold up. Let me get the Manzardo one.
Okay.
No, that's first pitch. What the heck? I don't know how to work this app, bro. All right. So it's Manzo over 2.
So 2+, yeah, hit run RBI.
Okay.
And then Dominguez 1+ hit run RBI.
Dude, big Manzo in the cut, man.
Yeah.
It's -120, 2+. It's like different odds than you got on DraftKings.
Yeah.
And then 1, yeah, give me. I like that for Dominguez a lot, bro, because he's athletic and he's got a good eye.
100%.
Yeah, give me. It's like -270, so not even a ton of juice.
Yeah, that's why you got to parlay it. So right now we're at +150.
Yeah. What else do you got?
Honestly, I'm gonna do. I'll do 1+ hit run RBI for Arias. He's swinging the bat well. So +232 odds right now.
Is that +1 or plus? Is that 2 or 1?
I did 1.
Okay. Arias, come here. Okay, so that's
all right. Now we need one more from you.
One more from me. Players to combine for 2+ hits.
Oh shit. Oh, this is wild. I've never. Oh, this is weird. It doesn't give you like every option.
No, hold up.
I'm gonna like select few.
All right, let me go to players to combine for 3+ hits. Because I want Paul Goldschmidt in this.
Why don't you just do?
All right, no, players to combine for 2+ hits. Give me Hosey and Judge.
All right. So now we're at plus 354.
Yeah, dude. Run it.
Let's do it. I'm locking it in.
I'm going to use my profit boost on it.
I already used. Well, I used a profit boost on a Castellanos home run already.
Oh yeah, because the Pope.
The Pope's dead.
Let's go. Shout out my guy, Ball Knower.
Oh yeah, let's go. Lock that in, dude. You have to. I was telling Chris, I hit on the Cody Bellinger home run prop yesterday. That's 3 straight days. 3 straight years he's hit a home run on 420.
Yeah, and this year he'd been really slumping too, dude.
Yeah. Hey, he gets superpowers on 420, man.
Yeah, dude, really slumping. All right, you got that placed. Little action right there. Nothing too outlandish.
Absolutely. Nice and easy.
Nothing too crazy. No, I'm gonna throw a crazy one together too.
Yeah, I'll probably do a home run parlay.
I'm about to. This is what I got. I got the. Let's see.
I might do everyone that I have playing in fantasy in this game to go yard. I think it's Wells, Rocchio, and Manzardo. I might do the 3 home run parlay. But yeah, dude, it should be fun. You're going to the game tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's still like half up in the air.
Okay. I hate that this series is during the week because
and that Wednesday's at 1.
Wednesday game's at 1:00, and like that's the one day that I would have been able to go if it was like a 6 or 7 o'clock start if I got up there in time. But yeah, it's criminal that the ALCS rematch isn't a weekend like primetime series.
Yeah, that's actually disgusting.
I was talking to my dad earlier. It's like, the NFL, like the one great thing about the NFL is that they will always prioritize those playoff rematches the next year as like primetime slots, like major audience.
No, every time.
And baseball just does poor job at doing that.
Well, it's because like they get set and they don't care to move anything off.
Yeah, I mean that definitely is part of it too. But they you should be able to flex some games, I believe.
All right, I'm doing Aaron Judge and Jose to combine for 6 total bases.
Oh shit! Okay.
Plus 205.
Where do you see that?
It's in the player combos.
All right, hold up. Player combos. I gotcha. To combine for 2+ bases. Oh no, 6+ bases.
6+ bases. Yeah, you can go all the way down.
What is it? Plus 205.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! I almost added that to the parlay. All right, I like that.
Gavin Williams throws too many fastballs, man.
Yeah, dude. The one thing with Judge though is like we were saying, if they don't pitch to him,
all these are void, right?
No, well, like they just don't count as bases.
Yeah, he's gonna have to score.
Like, yeah, well, not for the 6+ total bases.
Oh yeah.
That's for hit run RBI.
All right, dude. I'm doing Paul Goldschmidt and Aaron Judge combined 2+ home runs.
Goldie's not hitting for power though.
Hey, he's not going to end the year with 1 home run.
That's true.
15 to win 135. Let's roll, boys.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, if we go, I might do the Rocchio Wells Manzardo.
Yeah, dude, use your no sweat on it, man.
Crazy. Dude, no
Gav's
sweat.
Gav's gonna throw a meatball, man. Gav's Mr. Meatball. What's the fastball sitting at this year? What's the weather like in Cleveland?
You would know, dude. You're closer
right here.
You're closer than I am. You're looking for low odds on a Guardians
Dude, the
home
ground
run?
ball rate is only 36%. Oh my god!
It might be. That's what I'm saying. It might be a slugfest tonight.
36% ground ball.
Yeah.
And the hard hit percentage is 43%. Hey. Oh, good heavens. Put me down for Goldie and Aaron Judge. If you pitch to him, bro, don't be a bitch, Gavin Williams. That's what I need. That's what I'm looking for today. I need Gavin Williams to not be a bitch.
Go throw strikes, Gavin. I'm listen. Throw strikes to everyone but Judge.
Well, on that note, bro, I got nothing else left for today, man. We'll circle back with a ton of stuff, obviously, on Thursday or whatever, whenever we come back. And we
Yeah.
will have a live stream soon, everybody. We're sorry we've been slacking. It's been my fault partially. And we would have had one tomorrow, but I'm going to the game, I think. Well, we don't know yet. If I don't go to the game, we'll have one. I'm still up in the air.
Hey, we'll figure it out. But regardless, let's go Tribe.
Let's go Yanks, man.
And yeah, what is it? Strike 3.
You're out.
We're out.
Well, holler at you guys.
Yeah, peace.